So if you like a pattern and you kind of like the rhythmic drive of it and the minor key, then it's a really good piece. So how do we play it? Well, every note is the tune. So we're thinking of Baroque times. This was actually written for the lute, so every note would have been given equal importance. It's now split between hands. If it had been played, it might have been played on the keyboard too in those times, but your hands are equal, which means for us, who normally play your right hand a bit louder most of the time, right? Your left hand is going to have to come up. So your quavers, you're actually going to give them probably a little bit more oomph than you normally would. The quavers, by the way, need to be staccato, so that actually the beat 3 of every bar is going to go do 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 do, but they've got to sound like one hand is doing it or one hand is plucking it. Okay, so everything's equal. So imagine all your quavers are staccato. However, conversely, your crotchets must be a crotchet length. I mean, I'm a bit of a stickler for those kind of things. So bar 1 would be off, left, right, off. Okay, that kind of thing. So hold it and then off. And everything nice and even, so all your quavers, therefore every single thing, ideally all the same length. Try not to let any run forward or slow down. I have to say, keeping the energy up is quite difficult. I did find when I played this, I had a little practice and I felt, oh, I'm slowing down a little bit here and I've got to keep the energy going. Got to keep it all nice and regular. Baroque, that was the thing. Keep it all even. If you want, let's stay on the left hand a minute. So crotchet rests, crotchets, then off for the rest, and then duck, duck, nice and strongly. But we've got a few nice handy sort of anchor points. So what we call pedal notes in music. The pedal note is a note that keeps, almost creates this constant sound, even if other things go around it. It's like, it's nothing to do with our pedal on the piano, but it gives the effect to someone holding a note down on the pedal. So we're in C minor, so funnily enough, but the first 7 bars, your first note of every single one of those bars is a C, because we're in C minor. Then it's going to gradually head down. Oh, there isn't an A natural in there, I just made that up, sorry. But we get to G for the top of page 2. So G is going to be our new key, and actually the whole piece is going to end in G. So we get a couple of Gs, bit of a random E flat, a random C, and then we settle on a D pedal for 17 bars. So despite other quaver notes happening, even really big jumps, we're always going to go back to D, which is quite nice and, I don't know, reassuring maybe. Might help you sort of feel, oh, I know where I'm going. It's beat 1, it's a D. So we do that for 17 bars, and then actually from then on to the end it's going to be a G, because we're going to end in G, as I say. So that gives you a bit of security with your left hand. Right hand, every bar has a shape, and then you basically do the same amount of wiggling around and the same rhythm for every bar. But you could practice it like this. Sounds quite cool, actually. You notice that quite a few bars have the same pattern twice, so 2 bars are the same. Lovely. We like a repeating pattern, we don't have to think so much, do we? So you could practice it like that, you could think about it like that. Then the trick is to really try and get them even. Caterpillar is always one of my tricks. So you could think about caterpillars all the time, and the caterpillar off for the left hand. Be careful of the right hand patterns that are a bit wider. I found that they were harder to make even. So you might have to be slightly up higher in the black notes. This is bar 22. Just got to make sure you're really even, everything's sort of like around a sort of seesaw point in the middle. Then make a few nice dynamics, gradually crescendo, gradually dim. Follow what they say on the page, the editors put them in for you, that should make it a nice performance. And at the end, just a graceful rit. So a really beautiful piece by the master that is J.S. Bach. Do lots of even work, maybe with a metronome to kind of keep you in the kind of the right time all the way through. I'll do a slow motion performance for you now so that you can check exactly every note.